Oh my God. My hair this morning, so it looks an absolute mess. I'm going to be filming an office clean with me today. I did a poll over on my Instagram asking people who wanted to see and who would be interested in a small office clean with me organization video, and more people responded than I thought. I didn't think that many people were interested in that type of thing. I personally love clean with me videos. I love watching people like clean up their house and like sweep everything out, and things like that make me happy. I am in the process of organizing and deciding what kind of design I want in my office. So a full office makeover is coming soon. I have to order a lot of things. I have to make final decisions on a lot of things, decide on things I want to keep and things I want to get rid of. But that is my plan. So this is just kind of like an organization and kind of getting rid of some stuff before I do start the office makeover. If you guys could see what I'm looking at right now, like it's complete mess because of the semester, and because for those of you who don't know, I do have my own business, Jordan's Journey Photography and Creations LLC, where I do photography and Kata's crying. He hates when I'm talking to anybody but him.
My business is Jordan's Journey Photography.
As I was saying, Jordan's Journey Photography and Creations, it is my baby. I went out on a limb and decided to open this business, and not even realizing like 2.5, almost 3 years ago what it would be. I didn't even have, Another thing that I want this video to be about is I do have a small portion that I want to give about monetizing your passion. I did another poll over on my Instagram and kind of asked some people what would they be interested in me talking about, and a lot of people said business advice. It's difficult for me to learn all the ropes and learn all the things that have to do with having a business, growing a business, and all of that. And so part of this video will be dedicated to me giving some business advice about monetizing your passion or monetizing the things that you love to do. So this actually is a much bigger job than I thought it was going to be. I didn't realize I had so many like papers and like
folders and loose papers and business papers and school papers and like that
I need to go through. I didn't even realize that. So don't be
expecting the most satisfying clean with me.
Okay, because it's really not going to be all that. It's just going to be a decluttering kind of clean with me. I need to go through the papers and all that stuff later. Update. It's hot. I'm sweating. Whew. I'm trying to move everything out of the room so that I can get in the corners and sweep. Kata, I'm trying to record. Please stop. It never fails. Every time I clean up, I break something. Every time.
Flies got everywhere. I had just finished sleeping too.
Everywhere. It's everywhere. I guess I can salvage these papers. Oh my god!
I'm just gonna have to put a note on the door that says, don't walk barefoot, okay? Because guys, glass, when it fell, glass literally shattered everywhere in the room. Like, every time I clean. Maybe I just don't need to clean. Because every time I clean, something breaks. So, somewhat of an update on the progress that has been made. Here goes my pile of glass I really want to work on today, which who knows how far I'll get, honestly. But don't know if that'll happen within this video. I also have my desk, which leaves some room to be desired. It's just a mess of everything, but I've also been setting stuff on it as I go. So these two things are my next two tasks. At a standstill. Like, I don't really know what more I can do. I've done so much already. I feel like I'm so tired. I've been sweating. I still have so much stuff to go through, but I'm just gonna do basically just a clean sweep, declutter today. I have to pace myself. It's a lot to do. So once that's done, then we'll get on to the other stuff. I wanted to give you guys tips on how to monetize your passion, which basically what that means is taking the things, the gifts that you are already given, the things that you enjoy doing, and basically making money from it. Of course, when I started photography, my goal was not to make a business out of it. I truly enjoy doing it, but then I realized that I was doing something for free that a lot of people pay for, a lot of money for. So I decided to start learning about monetizing my own passion, the things that I was good at. So I did make myself notes so that I can keep each point very short and sweet, and I can explain to you guys very. I have 5 quick things that I want to go over about how to monetize your passion, and I hope that it helps. My first point is basically finding out what you love to do, what you're passionate about, the things that you're already doing. So look in your daily life, look at the things that make you the happiest, the things that, you know, you're like, okay, maybe I'll do that today. Simple things that you truly love to do. And they can also be profitable. People do things that they see other people doing. People do things that they may not know anything about, and then they wonder why, you know, it doesn't last, because you're going based off of what somebody else was passionate about and not what your own passion was. If your own passion is not clothing and fashion design, you probably shouldn't open a boutique, you know? If your own passion is not taking pictures, being photogenic, knowing angles and stuff like that, you probably shouldn't be a photographer. If you absolutely hate cooking, hate cleaning up the kitchen, things like that, you probably shouldn't be. Look at what you like to do. Don't look at what other people are doing. Don't look at what may make other people money, because truth be told, they're doing it because they're passionate about it. And if you try and do it because they're doing it, you won't have that same passion. So whatever's for them won't work the same for you. My second thing that I want to touch on is researching your market. So many people jump into these
ideas, these business plans based off of what everybody else is doing, and it truly can get you into a hole you can't get yourself out of.
Truly research your market, research where you live, research what people like around the area that you live in. Make sure that you know the people that you're planning to serve.
Don't try and give out, mom content if you don't have any mom followers, or don't try and give out beauty content if you don't know anything about beauty.
Find the thing or the place or the social media outlet that's best for you and your business.
It may be Facebook, it may be Instagram, it may be Twitter, you just really never know. It may be Snapchat.
Think of yourself as a small puzzle piece on a big picture. So that's the way I think of myself, is I know that where I live. I absolutely hated how I started to explain this. Basically, I was just saying that I am a female photographer and that I try to cater to women and children. I know there's a lot of photo shoots that women like to do, such as boudoir photos, that they may not feel comfortable going to a man to have done. And I also cater to children as well, because I feel like I have a lot of patience and I do pay a lot of attention to detail when it does come to that. So that's just what I was basically saying, is that I cater to women and to children. Not saying that there are not a lot of good male photographers that do the same. I just prefer those type of pictures. My third thing that I want to help you guys with is just reminding you in all aspects of your business, of your life, of your passion, to be diligent and work hard. Definitely times starting a business or having a business that it's not profitable, that it's not moving the way you think it's going to move. That
I know that can be so difficult and so, disheartening and upsetting to think about if your business is not moving in the way that it is, but that's just how it is. That's just the way of the game with starting your own business and monetizing your own passion. You really have to work twice as hard as somebody that's working for somebody else.
Working for yourself, everything you do is for you, and you just have to be diligent. You just have to keep on going. So many people stop because, they go through a month or 2 months of very little profit, and they're just like, this isn't the place for me. But little do they know that their profit might come that third month. I always see so many people who are, business owners or self-employed saying, like, at the beginning you definitely do miss those 2-week paychecks that are coming, or weekly paychecks. Some jobs offer weekly paychecks. You definitely miss that. But then you'll have a day come that
3 people want to pay a deposit, and then you have somebody paying the remainder of their bill, and then 2 people want to order something, and
and you get a lump sum of money at one time. So just be diligent and keep working hard. The work you're doing today, you may not get paid for. When I do a photo shoot, of course I get paid on that day, but I'm still working after that photo shoot. So remember that just because you're working hard now does not mean that you'll be getting paid for that time right now, but at some point, in some way, shape, or form, you will get paid. And regardless of how you look at it, everything you do is experience. Experience to me is so valuable. Fourth thing I want to bring up is to stop listening.
Stop giving out freebies.
I truly feel like me giving out freebies is what caused people not to take me as serious. Always know your worth and add tax. Like, we say that daily, but truly running a business, you have to know your worth and add tax, and you have to not be scared. I used to be so scared to tell people my prices, because then I'm like, oh
my God. Like, what if they don't want to book with me anymore? Like, what if they don't want me to shoot them because they think I'm too expensive? But the right people will pay the price and will not complain and will probably tip.
But I feel like my services are worth, and if somebody doesn't want to pay it, then I'm just not the person for them. One other thing is make sure that as time goes on, you are raising your prices. So when you start, of course, your prices may be a set price. make sure you're not staying at that set price. And when your prices do change, make sure to make announcements about that your prices are changing. It will cause people to either book because they don't want to pay the higher prices, or to just be aware that your prices are changing for the future. Lastly, do not do what's popular, do what you're passionate about. So I kind of already brought that up at the beginning when I was saying find what you're passionate about and also find your niche. But I just think it's so important, and I felt like I needed to revisit what you're passionate about, not what is popular. So many people are hopping into these businesses and hopping into these ideas. Like I say they're ideas, okay? I say they're ideas because I feel like a lot of people have ideas. A lot of people also don't want to put in the work. So a lot
of people get these ideas and like, oh, that I can make some money doing that, or I can make some money doing that, and end up actually in the red because you have to
pay money to make money.
So they end up paying the money, then not wanting to work hard to make them. Also, find somebody that's in the field that you're trying to get in. Just to truly know what I was getting myself into. So many people hop into things that they know nothing about. They have not researched anything about the market. And then they end up, like I keep on saying, in the red, in a hole, stuck because this is not what they were passionate about, and they didn't realize how much work it would take to do. Just like you can get burnt out working a regular 9 to 5, that same thing can happen having your own business and running your own business. You definitely experience burnout, and I experienced burnout myself when a lot of things are going on. I experienced burnout in a couple different ways. I won't want to respond to messages. I won't want to respond to emails. I won't want to do anything in regards to growing my business. I won't post on Instagram. I won't, things like that. I won't want to do anything to excel my business when I experience this burnout. But me being passionate about it is definitely what always reverts me back and brings me back in. And then I refocus myself, and I remember what I've worked so hard for these past 2.5 years, and I remember where I'm at in regards to where I started. The things that I went over today are mainly to find what you love, find what you're passionate about. I can't tell you that, your friends, your family can't tell you that. It's something that you just know deep down in your heart, like, I will never get tired of doing this, and this is something that I'm passionate about. And this is something also that I can. The second thing that I wanted to touch on was researching your niche and your market. Just truly know what you're getting yourself into. Don't go into something blind. Don't go into something not knowing anything, because the same way that you could have easily picked somebody else's brain, people will try to pick. So when I first started photography, I would go to, I would talk to people and stuff like that, and they'd be like, oh,
what are you shooting with? What lens is that? What is this? What is that? Are you shooting in manual? Are you shooting in that?
And I used to be like, what? What are you talking about? Until I started taking classes, and until I started researching, and until I started knowing more truly about cameras and equipment and stuff like that. Before that, I was just free shooting, doing my own thing. It truly took me researching my market, researching my niche, picking other people in my, in my industry or in my profession's brain, and truly understanding what all goes into being a photographer. Third, I talked about being diligent and working hard. Like I said, it won't always be profitable, but it'll always, always, always be worth up. There will be hard times, there will be burnout. You just have to keep on working hard. And like I said, being passionate about it makes it 10 times easier. Fourth, I said, stop giving out freebies.
I'm gonna cut that there because that is it.
Stop giving out freebies. The people who want your services will pay. That's it. The people who really want your services will pay for your services and whatever they're worth. Lastly, don't do what's popular, do what you're passionate about. To start thinking about within yourself, not what's popular, not what everybody else is doing, not what you see may be profitable for that person. Do what you're passionate about and what makes you the happiest. So I know this video's kind of been like a jumbled mess, but I truly do hope that it helps somebody. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, I'm always giving out tips and tricks that I use and that I have. As a young, growing business owner, it's not easy. There's not many people you can listen to because many people don't even like to give out their tips, don't even like to give out the things that have helped them. But I truly want to help the next person, because I think that having a business and running my own business has been one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. And I'm so thankful that I have chosen to keep on working hard, to not give up, and to truly do what I am passionate about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that I gave you guys some tips that will help you in whatever business you're trying to build. I'm sending all the positive vibes your way. I hope that I also gave you guys some satisfying clean with me motivation at the beginning of this video to declutter a space in your house. So like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to follow me over on Instagram so that you guys can keep up with me on the daily. See you guys in the next video. Bye.